Hi, it's Adam with WebStarts.com. In this short video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to creating a better online store. The most important thing about your online store is that you're able to sell your products to your customers. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips that are going to help you do that. And at the end, I'm also going to be throwing in one bonus tip, so be sure to stay tuned all the way through the video. But before I start, let me invite you to tap the subscribe button and enable notifications. That way you'll be the first to find out when I release a new video about web design, creating an online store, internet marketing, and a variety of similar topics. Let's dive in and take a look at 5 ways that you can create an online store that gets more sales. If you don't already have an online store, be sure to go to WebStarts.com. There you can click Get Started, it's free, and then you can click on the Online Store category and then select one of the designs. In the next step, you'll be asked to enter your name, your email address, and of course choose a password that you'll use to log into your WebStarts account. And then in the next step, you'll be asked to verify your information and select a web address for your online store. I already done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and click log in, and then I'm going to log into an existing online store. When you first log into your WebStarts account, this is the dashboard view, and you're going to want to click on your store application panel. That's going to allow you to set up a store. Now, one nice thing about WebStarts is that when you click on that panel, it automatically configures you to begin receiving credit card payments directly from your website without having to do anything further. Now, you will get an email asking you to enter your bank details, so once you start selling products, you'll be able to receive that money in your bank account. So to edit the pages of your online store, just hover over the thumbnail to your site and click Edit Site. The first tip that I want to give is to display the checkout and cart options at all times to the people who come to your website. You can do this by enabling the store bar in WebStarts. So if you want the store bar not to be shown, you would just click View and then deselect it. And if you want it to be shown, you would select it. But I'm recommending selecting it. That way, whenever people are making purchases from your online store, it's easy for them to find out where to go to see what's in their cart and also check out, because ultimately that's what you want them to do. The next tip that I'm going to be giving you for your online store is to be sure to include a concise headline right on your homepage. When people come to your website, they're only going to give you a few seconds to figure out that they're at the right place. So make sure you tell them exactly what your products are all about in a headline right on your homepage. The third tip to creating a better online store is to make sure you include a Shop Now button on your homepage. A lot of people are going to make a purchase from you and they're going to come back and they're not going to have to read through your entire website. They're just going to want to get in and buy those products. So make it easy for them by including a Shop Now button on your homepage. You can do that by clicking Add and then selecting a button. And then if you select the button itself and click hyperlink, you can select to link that button directly to your store catalog by selecting it from the drop-down and clicking Create Link. As always, I recommend saving your changes as you go along in WebStarts. So far, we've made 3 recommendations here. The first one is to always display your cart and checkout so it's easy for people to check out from your store. The next one is include a clear and concise headline on your homepage. And then the third one is to include a Shop Now button. The fourth one that I want to draw your attention to is this login link right here. When people come to your website and they make a purchase of one of your products, that's probably not going to make you profitable if they just come one time and never come back. You want them to come time and time again. So what we've done at WebStarts here is we've created the ability for them to check this box right here while they're checking out and select a password. That way, the next time they come back to your website, they can log in with their email address and password and they won't have to re-enter their shipping and billing information. This is super important for making recurring sales. That way, when a customer comes back to your website, they click on log in, they'll have the chance to enter their email and password right here, and then they will not have to re-enter, of course, all that other information. They'll also be able to take a look at their order tracking and some other related information, update their billing, that kind of thing. So it's a very helpful feature of WebStarts. The fifth tip that I want to give you is to add a blog to your online store. It's important that you're generating content all the time for search engines like Google to pick up on, because more than anything, you need people to find your online store before they can make a purchase from you. And having a blog is a great way to do that. If you haven't already created a blog, you can just click on the blog link and that will open up the Manage Blog view. And from there, you can click on New Post and then create posts about your products. And just make sure you always include a link back to your website. That way, Google will crawl your blog posts and then they'll find that it's related to your website and give you better search engine ranking, leading to more people discovering your online store. Now it's time for that bonus tip that I was talking about. Probably the most important thing, whatever business that you're running, is that you're always building a list. Your list is like the gold of your business. And the best way to build a list is to include a form on your website. If you need to know how to do that in WebStarts, you click on Add, you click Contact Form, and then you can select the forms that you want for your website. And you can select the email address where you want that form data to be sent to once it's been submitted. There are also options to send them to a confirmation page after submitting it, and then you can even drop the information you select into the contacts list in WebStarts. You can also edit any of the forms that already appear within the WebStarts page. Just remember, the more information you ask in a form, then the less likely someone is to fill it out, and so you'll need to make a bigger promise to that person in exchange for filling out your form. So for example, I don't just like to give out my email address to anybody, but if I had an incentive like a 10% off coupon that's going to be sent to that email address, I'm a lot more likely to enter my email address, and that helps you build an email list. Now you can do this with free samples. You can offer all kinds of discounts and different reasons that people would submit their information to you to create that list. But whatever the case, I do recommend that you include a form and populate a list when selling online, because ultimately, again, selling something to someone one time is not going to be enough to make you highly profitable. I hope you enjoyed this video on 5 ways to make a better online store. Be sure to visit webstarts.com to create your very own free online store, and subscribe to this channel and enable notifications to find out when I release more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.